In our family, whoever was deemed to have done the worst mime in the Christmas game of charades had to stand up and have their finger nibbled by our pet tortoise.
David's team.
What was the tortoise called?
Aldwinkle.
Why was he called Aldwinkle?
Because that was the name of the place we got in the village of Aldwinkle.
How did it start?
It must have been my father. It has his stamp upon it. I don't really remember. It was just something we always did, and it seemed perfectly normal to us.
What was it about your father's finger?
It wasn't my father's finger. It just... he rather liked the sort of traditional aspects of Christmas and liked to follow these things.
Well, that's not one of them.
That's an invention.
I mean, there are some off-the-shelf traditions you could have used.
Yeah.
But I think
Mince pies, carols, turkey or goose, that kind of thing.
He was sprinkled with a little artificial snow to make him seasonal, but nonetheless, that's what we... It wasn't a great time of year for Aldwinkle. I think he was probably bewildered by the entire process, but nonetheless, that was what we did.
Of course, as I'd forgotten, but you've reminded me, they hibernate.
Well... That's exactly true, but hibernation can be an interrupted affair.
Ooh.
But
I hope you got your information right, yeah? All the kids at home. Wake up the tortoise, it's fine. The Reverend Richard Coles says go in. Let's go and dig up Nam.
I will concede Aldwinkle was not at his liveliest. He was a bit more vital, I have to say, vigorous in the summer months.
Well, this is the thing that worries me, because I think waking a tortoise...
I mean, can you wake
Waking any animal from hibernation can cause problems, so let's not do that, kids, whether this is truth or a lie.
OK, but the actual ceremony, so you've played charades...
There would always be somebody who did... Papillon, there would always be somebody who did the taking of... We did the same... You know, it was ritualised, that stuff, and anyway...
Oh, sorry, the same... You did the same films every year? Yeah. You're really into ceremonial, aren't you? Yeah. We will now mime the taking of Pelham 1, 2, 3. How was it decided who'd lost at charades? How did you do the scoring of charades?
It was usually by the kind of tutting and sighing, the amount of tutting and sighing, and also by the length of time it took to guess the 4 films that we did every year.
OK. And what were the other two? Papillon, Taking of Pelham 1, 2, 3.
The Taking of Pelham 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
The Sound of the Music and Towering Inferno.
I've not seen The Sound of the Music. That sounds less positive about the music. The sound of the music is keeping everyone awake.
OK, so, David's team. Kerry, what are you thinking?
I think it's got to be a lie, hasn't it?
Richard has a very honest face, doesn't he?
You see, well, interesting about Richard, because that clothing he's wearing...
Yeah.
That only 2 sorts of people wear that. Vicars and confidence tricksters. We don't know which one he is yet.
You think there's a difference?
What are you thinking, Harry?
Satire.
I think because of the hibernation problem, I think it has to be a lie.
What about you, though, David?
What I always think is it could be either.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because, of course, it sounds unlikely, but at the same time, that's exactly the kind of true thing they would pick. Yeah. If he just said, at Christmas, we would have mince pies.
Yeah.
Then you go, well, that sounds true. Yes, true. What a merry show that would be. But no, they've got to pick something that's either a lie or a true thing that might as well be a lie because it's so unlikely. And it's finding that distinction that apparently is the point of this section of my life. Lie. We'll say lie.
Saying lie. Richard, truth or lie?
It's a lie.